Yo, what's up, fam? Sorry about the lighting, but I just had to get this off. Now, I know no one wants to hear a so-called Black America complain, so I won't complain. But can I talk about a complaint? I'm gonna talk about a complaint that we used to have, which was, we in our Black American neighborhoods, wherever they may be in the four corners of, North America. And we trying to survive, we trying to make it, There's always something going on, fighting for our rights, right? All of a sudden we get this influx of people coming into our neighborhoods and basically start competing with us, for our resources. Now this is nature. If you flood any environment with another species or any species outside of the one in that common area, there's going to be a natural struggle for resources, right? Now, check this out. Now, that was a complaint. Hey, what's up? We don't mind sharing. We don't. Now, that's how we move. We've been moving like that. We've had immigrants come in. But swarms? Now, check this out. Because that wasn't it. It wasn't just the influx. It was we competing with resources. Now our resources are actually being given over to them and being withheld from us. I'm talking about in general. Not everybody experienced this, but in some fashion or form you did, because we all still connected, whether you were directly affected or not. Okay, so generally speaking, so there's a competition, even job wise. Okay, because we know that there were immigrants brought in, Black immigrants, as they were, as it was stated, Black Africans or whatever, to replace Black Americans, giving the jobs to, them and, teach them, giving them the schooling and so forth and the prestige.
Which is actually both the universities and the corporate employers are literally, this is true, they literally import Africans so that they don't have to hire African Americans because they still count as Black.
See what he said? Importing Africans. I ain't never seen a white man so happy, with us like that, when he's getting something imported in, unless we're a celebrity or some, entertainer or something. But no, he's like excited. Where's my African? Where's my African? He's excited to get his import in, and replace us, because he don't act like that with us. He ain't that excited. He like to see y'all imported in. Yeah, look like, a different type of love affair. And y'all love him too.
Put the white people, without the white men, there is no life. Africa to be Africa, it must be Europe. Go see how South Africa looks like today. The white people built it, South Africa. Beautiful South Africa, just because of you white people. You are a great kingdom. You are blessed by God to be who you are today. God bless you. You are a fighting hand. Thank you. I love you. I want to be somewhere. You go connect me.
So there's a competition, even job wise. Okay, because we know that there were immigrants brought in, Black immigrants, as they were, as it was stated, Black Africans or whatever, to replace Black Americans, giving the jobs to, them and, teach them, giving them the schooling and so forth and the prestige. Education. Nevertheless, we are sharers. That's the way we've always been, and we will, but what we do expect is loyalty. All the time. There's always strings attached to what we do, and the string attached, bare minimum, is loyalty. Okay, so that's where the triggers took place, if y'all want to know, because when you take in our resources, okay, we sharing these resources, then it became a taking situation where so-called Black Americans were being put out of their apartments or their homes, by the landlords and so forth, and because they were getting much more money from the immigrants that were being given money from the government. Yeah, we dealt with that. But when y'all started talking shit, it's like, hold up, that's such, multi-level, multi-layered, where we sharing, but then you start talking shit, talking down on us. Okay, so nevertheless, That was all our complaint was. And even, you know, pretty much to this day, y'all can't just, what was the purpose of that? Flooding, you know, I mean, look like an erasure to me, but check this out. Nobody seems to understand our complaint. But check out this woman right here when she's explaining about the black immigrants, the black African immigrants going into South Africa, and the whites wanting them out of there.
And white people are allowed to buy in the town.
But I saw it.
She does it so well. I mean, I couldn't have done it better, spoken it better. She does a marvelous job explaining it.
Do you believe that the immigration of black Africans should be stopped or reduced in South Africa?
I do believe it should be reduced, only because an overrided system. So if I have a certain amount of resources, the system will collapse. It was not designed, right, to take in an influx of resources. However, the human desire may be to accept all visitors. It's the same operation if I have guests into my own home. I would love to cater for all of them, but I can only do so for a certain period of time. I cannot do that on a continual basis. Otherwise, my own home, my own children or sisters and brothers will struggle. However,
wasn't that beautiful? Wasn't it? I told you. Now all you have to do is apply that to us, and you'll see how we feel, like everybody else. So, but we don't have the right to feel like that? That's understanding, that's logic. You flood anybody's environment like y'all flooded our so-called black communities, okay? We're gonna suffer. Whoever's in that situation, whoever community was flooded is going to suffer. And that's what we've been dealing with. But now, let the universe take it where it goes. And it is going. It's a magic show. I see things.